Want to be sure you're getting the most out of your retirement for all the years of your retirement? That's the primary goal of More Living with Jim Brogan and our Dollars and Cents segment, where we provide you with an important financial tip that will help positively impact the quality of your life in retirement. And now here's Jim with this week's Dollars and Cents tip.
This week I want to talk about powers of attorney. You have both a medical power of attorney and a financial power of attorney, and talk about where you may be making a mistake with your powers of attorney. You do need them. Everyone needs them. If you want somebody to be able to administer your affairs, if you're, for whatever reason, unable to, you need a financial power of attorney. And if you want somebody to be able to make your medical decisions when you cannot, you need a medical power of attorney. They're both critically important. And here's the big thing. There are different kinds of powers of attorney. What most people have is, on the financial side, is what's called a durable power of attorney. Like, for example, my wife is my durable power of attorney. And what that means is, not only would she become or be my power of attorney if I'm incapacitated, she's also my power of attorney now. So if I'm traveling to another country and I have a emergency financial need and I need her to handle something for me, keep in mind, her name's not on my IRA account. It can't be. Or my 401k, any other retirement account can only be in my name. She can be my beneficiary. She can do nothing on my retirement account if she's not my power of attorney. If I'm traveling, doing something, need something done, she can do it. But that also means if she wanted, she could go clean out my bank account if it's just in my name, because she's my power of attorney. Same thing on the medical power of attorney. If somebody's making your medical decisions, if you wanted to do something medically, and your parents say it was a parent or a spouse, and they objected to what you're wanting to do, but maybe they don't really know what's best for them, they could have an issue with that. Or if that's you and you're objecting to it, there could be an issue there. So there are two kinds. There's also what's called a springing power of attorney. That's a power of attorney that springs to life when you become incapacitated. So in other words, if my wife is my financial springing power of attorney and she can't do anything on any of my accounts unless we have a notice that I no longer have the capacity to do that from a doctor. And I could challenge that if I wanted to. Same thing on the medical. So if you were, for example, wanting to put a parent or a loved one in a full-time assisted living facility, and they were against that, even though it might be in their best interest, if you have a springing power of attorney, there's really not a lot you can get done unless you go through a really intensive, drawn-out legal proceeding. There are pros and cons to both of those. Here's the nut and bolt of it, is when you speak with your attorney, one of two things should be happening. Either they're educating you on the different types of powers of attorney that exist and what the pros and cons are, because they all have pros and cons, or they're asking you a lot of these kinds of questions. How would you feel in this scenario? How would you feel in that scenario? So that they can give you proper advice. So spend some time with a professional that will ask questions and educate you on those choices.
And that's our Dollars and Cents segment for this week. You can find this week's Dollars and Cents segment and others by visiting BroganFinancial.com.